Are you a researcher, tired of endless searching, collecting fragments of information, and struggling to piece together complex genealogical connections? Whether it's tracing language origins, mapping family roots, or exploring species evolution, we understand how challenging it is to bring it all together. And now we are introducing GeneChain, your intelligent companion for building interactive genealogical trees. And it's powered by Wikipedia and advanced AI. GeneChain transforms scattered data into stunning, connected, and explorable visualizations. Here you can create rich, interactive genealogical trees for languages, families, and species. From curious students to top researchers, GeneChain helps you explore, expand, and discover the hidden connections that define our world. Let's start with language tree generation. GeneChain uncovers the fascinating relationships between language across centuries, tracing evolutions from ancient roots to modern dialects. You can explore linguistic families, discover historical influences, and visualize how human communication has transformed over time. For genealogists and history enthusiasts, our family tree generation lets you build detailed ancestral maps, track relationships, record marriages, and preserve family histories, all in a beautiful interactive way. And for biologists, researchers, or simply the curious, our species tree generation opens the door to the tree of life itself. Explore taxonomic hierarchies, evolutionary paths, and connections that unite every living thing, from microscopic organisms to humans. GeneChain isn't just powerful, it's flexible. Expand any node dynamically to reveal deeper relationships. Control your tree completely. Add, edit, or delete nodes as you wish. Choose how deep you want to go. Save your progress and share your findings with colleagues or students. Let's start. In here, you can just register your name, email, and password. And then you can log in. And you're in. In here, you can choose your preferred tree type, family, languages, or species. Each offers a unique perspective into interactive networks of life and evolution. Let's explore language tree. I'll type Spanish and click explore full tree, and we'll generate the Spanish tree. Behind the scenes, GeneChain starts working. First extracts data from Wikipedia info boxes, then pass the wiki text, and finally enhances the structure with Gemini API, creating a complete genealogical tree in seconds. And there it is, the Spanish language tree. You can explore its roots and see how it evolved, and even expand any node to dive deeper. For example, expanding Castilian languages reveals even more relationships extracted from that specific page, all in real time. Once the tree is ready, you can export it as an image or a PDF for publication or sharing. You can also save it to revisit later. In My Graphs page, you will find your saved trees neatly organized. Simply just click on one to instant reload and continue your exploration.
Welcome to the family tree service of GeneChain. We will explore the family tree of famous Albert Einstein. The details of his relatives are coming one by one. You can see the progress using the progress bar. Here, the graph is completed. You see all the parent-child relationships and spouse relationships. Using this icon, we can classify the relationships to adaptive and biological ones. Here you see Hans Hilbert-Einstein and Evelyn Einstein has an adaptive relationships. None of the other family members has an adaptive relationships. They are all biological. Also, this is the option for expand family tree. You see how nice that option worked. Also, if you need to add spouse, you can add that also, and also you can add a child using this option. This is the family tree service of GeneChain. Hope you enjoyed.
Now let me show you how the taxonomic tree explorer works. To get this type of a graph, first of all, you have to type a scientific name of a species on this search box. Then you have to click this create tree button. Then the system is going to fetch the data from the Wikipedia info boxes. You can see a graph like this. But in this graph, you do not have many relationships and you can see only linear relationships. So, to expand the siblings and such kind to explore more informations, you have another option to expand each node. Let me show you expanding the eukaryota. When we are expanding the eukaryota, first I am going to fetch the first the child using the Wikidata. Then I am going to fetch all the related Wikipedia pages of those childs, and I am going to predict more relationships. And finally, I am going to check those informations with the current Wikipedia info boxes, and I am going to release the final output like this from the backend. So uh, within this graph you will have a pretty accurate expanding, and like in the previous graphs, you have an option to save this graph and load this graph again in a later time, and you can export these graphs as PNG and as PDF.
With GeneChain, building genealogical trees is no longer a challenge, it's a discovery. Whether you are tracing the evolution of languages, exploring ancestral lineage, or mapping the tree of life, GeneChain brings every branch and connection to light. From data to discovery, from curiosity to clarity, this is GeneChain, where every connection tells a story. Thank you.